in this town. What you gonna do with those lips when this whole darn world's gone dry? Yeah, when this whole darn world's gone dry. James, I roll dice with old Jesse James. I'll tell more lies than the stars in the sky. Never get to heaven when I die. Yeah, I'll never get to heaven when I die. I've been all around this whole wide world. I went down to Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, I've been down to Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I played cards with the king and the queen. I rolled dice with old Jesse James. Yeah, I rolled dice with old Jesse James. Drink it and lay right down and die. Yeah, I drink it, lay right down and die. You can tramp down the flowers, go around my grave, rise and bloom again. Yeah, rise and they'll bloom again. Track, you could hear that whistle blow 100 miles. Yeah, you hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Sit Raleigh and Spencer burning down. Ain't no liquor in this town. No, there ain't no liquor in this town. Thank you. If you had any more questions, this would be a good time to ask them. great.
I have a comment. How about that John Stickley?
She's got one.
Duo.
Yeah, comments are good.
She's got a great job.
Yes. Wait.
I was hoping, I was wondering if you guys remember the first guitarist that you could recognize just by their sound or their picking style. And maybe it's hard, but maybe you could describe what it is about their style that was so recognizable to you.
That's a great question.
Do you like work for NPR or something? You have to answer that.
We keep it under 150 words, that'd be great.
I'd say it was this.
Me.
I mean, that's not that far from the truth. I mean, but there's something about the way those chords go together. But
Isn't there a Boston song that's like has the exact same chord progression?
that's
More than a feeling. It's almost exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty plain chord progression.
not bad. Not that far off. Yeah. Tony, I'd say Tony Rice in the bluegrass world.
That's like kind of the that's the answer.
Yeah.
Like that's the answer.
Manzanita, right?
Yeah, man.
Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
Black
It's like-
Sabbath.
and I think it's something. There's a really distinct combination of Tony's hands, Tony's, guitar, the historic Clarence White guitar, but mainly the way it's played, because a lot of Tony recorded with a plastic-backed Ovation guitar a lot, and you wouldn't, if you didn't know that, you'd never know. I mean, it came from him, and that was what made me want to start learning to play like acoustic bluegrass guitar.
Word.
Mainly the stuff on the Grisman recordings too.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
Tony Rice in the Grisman Quintet.
Debbie Grisman. Oh my God. Leslie,
Who's your favorite guitar player, Travis?
Oh man, it's got to be Tony. I mean that sound and that style is so distinctive, and you can really hear it. There's I feel like you really, and I don't know that you realize it when you're the musician doing it, but like somebody's really onto something when you can hear a recording and you hear you don't even necessarily have to hear the lead playing and you know who it is, but when you hear that solo happen and there's just no question who it is, And the fun thing about bluegrass is that so many people play on everybody else's records. It's not like rock music where like your band plays, like the band plays, Pearl Jam, who's playing all that stuff, or Led Zeppelin, there's only one guitarist in Led Zeppelin, but you listen to those
it's Jimmy.
yeah, but like you listen to any, so much of bluegrass is track by track or all-star bands. That was especially the case, I think, in like the 70s and 80s. Like I was listening to a Tony Trischka record the other day, and the personnel was just amazing, and everyone's playing, like so many people's playing was so distinct. And I think it's rare that you hear that, but like Ronnie McCurry is a really good example of someone who's playing is like there's no one else that does it that way, and you can tell it's Ronnie.
Yeah. And it's really fun that's one of the coolest things about bluegrass is it's like that. You can be like, you're listening to a Doc Watson record and they're like, that's Sam Bush. There's Sam Bush. I can hear, that's so obvious to my ear that that's Sam Bush. There's no
Sam is probably the most distinctive player on the planet.
Do you think it's more like the break setup or like really like the fingers?
It's
the
hands. It's the wrists. It's the way they feel the rhythm.
Because like some guys can just pick up anything and just make it sound like them.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Is there any way we can get a Tony Rice song? Maybe Cold on His Shoulder? I guess that's a chord.
We could probably play some Rice, but don't ask. Stickley's gonna have to just play Stickley. He can play you all the Rice licks, but he's gonna have to play Stickley. No, we can play something, Tony. Can you think of anything? How much time do we have? We have a few minutes. Any ideas?
Rock Salt Nails.
What about Home from the Forest?
Yeah. You still got one?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E. I'm gonna play C grip. I'm not gonna.
Me too.
I know you are.
There's no other.
I know you are.
There's no
So
other.
a lot of times with two guitars, my buddy Burl, again, Benny Galloway, who owned this guitar, he taught me that if you're playing with two guitars, you can really do, one of the best things you can do is to just, you just put your capos in different spots because you automatically have different voicings. So a lot of times, because Stickley's, you know, one of the best guitar players I know, I always let him choose wherever he wants it, and a lot of times I'll play like, I'd rather play at a C position than anything, but I'll play at a D position just so it sounds different, you know, so there's a different, so without doing anything different, it already sounds different, you know, the two guitars are distinctive, but in this one we're both gonna play C position because it's awesome.
Yeah, it also helps you a little bit because when you're the same capo position, playing the same chord, then the slight differences in tuning really stand out a lot more too. So having them in different spots can kind of make life a little easier.
And you need that, you know?
And I'll try to do my best Tony kick off here.
Maybe